The room is silent, not because no one is speaking, but because no one dares to. A single lamp hangs above the table. Its light exposes shaking hands. A man who once commanded entire armies now struggles to meet another man's eyes. He is not afraid of punishment. He is afraid of memory, because the war is over, and for the first time in years no one is telling him what to say. This is not a battle. This is the moment power collapses. When Nazi Germany fell, the fighting did not stop. It simply moved indoors, behind closed doors, inside interrogation rooms where rank meant nothing and silence meant everything. The Allies did not want revenge. They wanted answers. How did this happen? Who ordered what? And why did no one stop it? The men who built Hitler's war machine were about to face something unfamiliar. Accountability. Defeat changes the human mind, especially for men raised on obedience. For years, these generals lived inside certainty. Orders came down. They were executed. Responsibility dissolved upward. Psychologists call this diffused accountability. When everyone obeys, no one feels guilty. Until the system collapses, then guilt rushes back all at once. The city is burning. Radio broadcasts promise victory. No one believes them. Maps show collapse. Divisions vanish overnight. Fuel is gone. Air cover no longer exists. Inside command rooms, faces grow pale. Field Marshal Wilhelm Keitel still salutes Hitler's portrait, not from loyalty, from habit. He knows the war is finished. He simply doesn't know how to exist without it. General Alfred Jodl signs orders he knows will never be carried out. Every signature feels hollow. Every stamped document feels pointless. He tells himself it is duty. But duty without belief is just motion. He understands this. He just cannot admit it yet. Heinz Guderian argues with Hitler openly, not out of rebellion, out of desperation. He built blitzkrieg, speed, shock, coordination. Now he watches that machine consume itself. When Hitler dismisses him, Guderian feels relief and something worse, recognition. The Allies move quickly, not for vengeance, for evidence. Keitel is taken first. He tries to stand tall. His spine is straight, his uniform immaculate, but exhaustion clings to him. Years of obedience have hollowed him out. Jodl enters captivity calmly. He believes explanation will save him. Words always have been. Guderian expects respect. He receives indifference. For the first time, rank fails him completely. The interrogation rooms are simple, deliberately so. No symbols, no flags, no distractions. A table, 2 chairs, 1 lamp. The environment strips authority away. It forces the mind inward. This is not accidental. The Allies select interrogators carefully. Intelligence officers, linguists, men trained to listen more than speak. They understand something crucial. Fear makes people lie. Certainty makes people talk. So they bring documents, orders, signatures, dates. They let the paper speak first. Keitel sits rigid, hands folded, jaw clenched. He tries to project control. The interrogator asks quietly, "Why did you authorize executions of prisoners of war?" Keitel pauses, not long, just enough. He blames necessity. He blames pressure. He blames circumstance. The interrogator slides a document forward. Keitel's signature, clear, unmistakable. Something breaks. Keitel whispers, "I had no choice." The interrogator does not argue. He simply waits. Silence expands, because both men know the truth. Choice always exists. Keitel just never used it. Hours pass. Keitel speaks continuously. Chains of command, private meetings, moments when he knew, moments when he complied anyway. By the end, the field marshal is gone. Only a frightened man remains. Jodl enters confidently, polite, Controlled. He answers quickly. Dates, operations, logistics. Then the interrogator changes direction. The commissar order. Jodl freezes. His breathing slows. He calls it military necessity. He calls it policy. The interrogator interrupts gently. Do you understand the result? Jodl looks down. Yes. That single word ends the performance. The room stays silent. No follow-up. No accusation. The admission stands alone. This is the moment history pivots, because acknowledgement transforms explanation into confession. Jodl knows it instantly. He does not resist. Resistance would require belief. Guderian is different, proud, brilliant, unrepentant. He speaks of innovation, of strategy, of genius. The interrogator listens patiently, then asks one question. Why did you remain loyal after you understood the regime side? Guderian erupts. He blames Hitler, the SS, politics, everyone else. The interrogator waits, then repeats the question, softly. Guderian has no answer. Silence defeats him. The interrogators notice similarities, different personalities, same defenses, obedience, ignorance, professionalism. But the documents contradict them all. These men were not unaware. They were compliant, and compliance scales destruction. These generals are not monsters. They are human. That is the lesson. Ambition clouded judgment. Fear silenced resistance. Structure rewarded obedience. The system consumed morality, one decision at a time. No single order felt catastrophic. Together, they were annihilation. Keitel breaks when he sees his own handwriting attached to death. Jodl breaks when he admits his logic killed civilians. Guderian breaks when he realizes brilliance does not absolve loyalty. None of them screams. None of them begs. They simply fall quiet. The world finally watches. Courtrooms replace interrogation rooms. Cameras capture faces once hidden. Sentences are delivered. Keitel is condemned. Jodl is condemned. Guderian avoids trial, but not judgment. History remembers them differently now, not as commanders, but as cautionary examples. These interrogations were not about punishment. They were about the truth. They dismantled a myth, the myth of the honorable general untouched by ideology. The record proved otherwise. Evil rarely announces itself. It arrives disguised as duty, as loyalty, as professionalism. It survives because people comply when resistance feels inconvenient. World War II exposed that reality. The interrogations confirmed it. Power collapsed. Excuses failed. Silence ended. The general spoke only when speaking no longer mattered. And history listened, not to forgive, but to remember, because forgetting is how it happens again.